Going live, we're live.
We are live.
Live and live.
Good day.
2 times live.
Yes.
Good day.
Let's hope they can see us today, because I know last week it was a little interesting. And
Yeah, this time
It was
might be
interesting.
again.
We can-
Well, because we couldn't
we
see
each
ourselves.
other. We can
Oh,
see
that's
each
true.
other.
And,
That's
and
okay.
I don't care if we can see ourselves. I
No.
care that we're not missing anything.
Yeah,
So
they're
if
not.
anyone is there right now, wave or thumb up us. But if I don't comment immediately, that's because we don't see it. So that takes care of that. So I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you. I apologize for the delay.
And
We had
also-
technical difficulties.
Speaking of technical difficulties,
Yes?
last week
Yes?
talk is
The lost episode.
It went into space. The
Yes.
final frontier.
it's somewhere, we don't know where.
So we're sorry about that if you guys missed last week and we weren't able to post, but
If that
hopefully
continues,
it's-
if that continues to happen, we will pre-record.
yeah.
We need a professional team here doing all this technical stuff.
Hey,
You know?
we're learning.
We're artists.
Yep.
We're artists. We're the
We'll
front
make
of the
it work.
camera performers.
Exactly.
Yes. So hello, and
Hello.
I can't get your comments, and it's really frustrating to me. But I don't know if anyone saw my personal, my other business under my name, the Mara Studio NYC page, where I posted last week for the first time. It's almost like a warning, I'm going to be live again. And then today I said, out with the old, in with the new. You're younger though, I should have said, out with the old, in with the new.
Ah!
It's March, so
It is March, so who
Spring
wants to
cleaning.
take it? Who wants to
our
explain
backdrop
it?
changed.
Yes, the backdrop changed and people have already been participating, which is really great, you know.
Yeah, some interesting Octothorps behind us, right?
Why? What's an Octothorp?
What's an Octothorp, Mariana? What could it be? Tell us.
Stop. So when I was thinking of things to do for March, everybody, I heard little buzzing in the salon from clients saying, oh, what's she gonna do for March? It's gonna be something about St. Patrick's Day, or it's gonna be, you know. So I sit and I think and I listen, and I'm like, oh, they think I'm gonna go this obvious way. No, I'm gonna go this way. So I was saying March, 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 March.
The
And then I
physical
started
verb.
thinking about marching, and then I started thinking about all of the fabulous movements that are going on, and people are being heard right now. So I went from march to causes, and then I started thinking about hashtags, which were once called a number sign, which were once called a pound sign. But before anything, they were known as an
Octothorp.
Octothorp because of the 8 points.
Octo.
Yeah. So sometimes it's spelled with an E on the end, and sometimes it is not. So I opted for the not.
Is that because of
So-
Maplethorpe, maybe?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So this says no time to march for your cause. Hashtag here. So then I went on because I'm always trying to make things a little bit educational or make no sense at all. Like you never know which way this
Well, it makes
goes.
you think, at least.
Yeah. So I've actually put it there that we've already addressed Octothorp, pound sign, number sign. Chris Messina is the San Francisco techie who was a former Google developer who came up with the hashtag, and it was born in August of 2007. And it was obviously done on Twitter. And the first hashtag, Michael?
Was, if you can read it, barcamp. What is a barcamp?
Yeah, so, and what was he actually trying to do with that? But
It was an event that he was getting together all these people, and the way to bring them, that everyone could find it easily, to bring them together was the hashtag barcamp.
so, yeah, so
Yeah.
hashtag was used, the Octothorp was used as the icon or the whatever, the symbol.
Symbol.
Which would connect like-minded individuals so that they knew where their people like themselves could be found, whatever group they wanted to be part of or group they wanted to search. So that's a long, complicated version. But again, if you're in the neighborhood here, I would love for you to come in and throw your hashtag up there. Some of them are real, and some of them are just for, poops and giggles, as we say.
It's for a cause.
As soon as you use it once, I think it becomes real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, especially in our industry, with us trying to be on social media nowadays, everyone's so used to, I have to hashtag this, have to hashtag that, in order to try to get into a certain group and stuff. But
sometimes you can attach yourself to a hashtag, and other times you can start a hashtag.
Exactly.
Right, and then make a call to others to chime in, and then who is chiming in.
That's right.
Also,
I find it interesting. I'm sorry. We had a young lady in here for the first time the other day, and she's in her 20s, and she was expressing to me, first of all, she was inquiring if we do events here. Now, it was her first visit here. She doesn't know that I've done 19 years of events here. Some are completely our events. Some are on behalf of artists and or designers or organizations that we are fundraising for, or just hosting the space and allowing them to come in and make connections to benefit their causes. So again, their causes. So I got into talking to her a bit about this and that, and she said all she wishes that she could do is find a place like ours, since she's in our neighborhood, to throw an event of some kind. She's still mulling it over, to build a community. Now, I don't know if it was just neighborhood community. I don't know if it was 20-something community. I don't know if it was her field or demographic in any way. I don't know. But I do know that people leave their safe havens of home to come here. Not everyone. Okay, and I always feel like I have to say that. That's my disclaimer on everything here. But when I speak and I speak about my stories, and in my head I have the voices of my friends and my clients and my peers. So a lot of us come here, and a friend of mine once, when I first moved here on my own, said that New York City was written up as the town of misfits. And I say, you're welcome.
Yeah.
We make it quite colorful, yes?
Yes.
You came from the West Coast. I came from upstate New York, from an immigrant family. I'm the only one in my family born in this country.
And Michael came over the pond.
And you came over the large pond from Germany.
Directly.
So we all came here, and we all have those little negative voices in our head. But once you're here and you settle in, whether it's a year, a decade, 3 decades, like we're nearing 3 decades, I still think you have that sense of community. It's I don't feel. Do you feel that you don't feel that you make friends the same way as you do when you're in school? And if you're in one school for a long time, you build those relationships. You have those times. But before you guys take it over, I just want to point out that when I look at what people have been writing, and it's only been up here since last week, when I see, hashtag build a community, or hashtag learn compassion, fun when you play, find your inspiration, I find it very telling. So please, the rest of you come in, and if you need a hug or a tap dance, I think you'll find somebody who can give that to you here. Or if you just want a place to just sit and have a cup of tea in peace, feel free to do that too. Or get your hair done, or pick up product, or buy a ring or a piece of art, right?
Yeah. But
what
welcome
would you
to the
guys
home.
like to add?
Well, going with, you're saying with people with their hashtags and stuff, it kind of comes down to everyone's searching for their belonging, With build a community, of course, the person writing that is searching for wanting to have a community, learning compassion. They have compassion, they want to see more compassion. Like you said, it's for a cause. And when coming here to New York, going out with the old and with the new, leaving LA, a lot of my old friends and stuff, I was kind of nervous, to come to the new place and meet new people and meet new friends. And I haven't even been here a whole year, and I've met a good handful of people that are going to probably be lifetime friends.
Yes.
And I never felt that anywhere else.
Yes.
Especially even in LA sometimes when you try to meet new people. Everyone's so busy in their their lives and trying to do what they need to do and get somewhere, that it's like it's just secondary to who they are in finding true relationships. You know, it's more or less, I'm just career focused, you know, which can, it brings you down, and that's what was bringing me down in LA. You know, I kind of was feeling like I'm not part of a community again. So I wanted to go find my tribe. And coming here, you know, meeting you guys especially, you guys were the first two people that I've actually truly connected with, you know, and have actually seen the progression in something that's going to be even greater down the line in the years to come. So, you know, you have to take action in order to do that, though.
Yes, you can't be complacent, and we find that, right? We talked a long time ago, even with bringing on people. I mean, in 2000, we were already shocked when we had first opened and said, when did mediocrity become the norm?
Yeah.
And then about 6 or 7 years in, we had a young person apply, and we thought it was someone coming in to ask for service pricing, because we were in a neighborhood, you know, a small neighborhood on the Upper East Side when we had first opened. And no, she was coming in short shorts and sneakers and a laundry bag to apply for a job. So at that point, we saw mediocrity. Mediocrity wasn't even the goal. It was just, you know, hey, I can appreciate, you know, not having to wear makeup, not feeling it, being comfortable enough to not have to wear makeup. And we talked about this a few weeks ago. But I do believe there is a time and a place. I can throw around the F word like a truck driver because I worked with the sheriff's department a long while ago, and you know, you learn a little bit of dark humor and you talk like, you know, rough and tough. It didn't matter if you're male or female or what you associate with. It's just, you know, just sitting around talking, and that's how we did it.
Well, I think sometimes it's, you know, if you are...
But you don't do that in a church or a synagogue. You know, you kind of, and it's not that you're fake. It's that you are a chameleon and you adjust and you're aware of your surroundings.
But I think sometimes it's because it's, you know, it was a neighborhood place. So sometimes I think people get confused.
It's within that community.
Well, yeah, no, but you also get confused because sometimes you get too comfortable.
Yes.
Because it's not a place of business. I mean, it is, but it's not seen as that because it's in your neighborhood, and it's kind of, you know, it's like you get too comfortable. So while I'm having, you know, my laundry day, I'm going, you know, I might as well swing by and say hi.
We're talking, it was a big bag, like something Santa would carry.
So,
I'm glad you said that, actually. It was a place of business.
Yeah.
So where can we go with becoming comfortable in that? I know there's something that we want to introduce, and we wanted to talk about that this week, and I think we ought to cut to the chase at this point, because it's 11:22.
Well, I was waiting for you to actually write the hashtag down. And
What's the
new hashtag?
What's this? I don't know any of these people.
That'd be great.
To write the new hashtag?
Yes. Do it.
All right.
I mean,
do
I don't know.
it.
Where is
do
it?
it.
I can get you the supplies for them.
Yes. Oh, they're right behind us.
All right. Okay, which color would you like? Red? Black? Blue?
Let's see. I think if I put it right in here, right above our heads.
You want black or you want red?
Well, whatever. What do you people want? Well, I can't see what you're writing.
Okay, well, here it is. So let's make it go down a little bit.
All right. So we're doing.
So now I'm trying to still figure this out, people. So this is something new to me.
All right.
It will make you think. I know that.
Here we go.
So let's see.
Hope that's in the shot. Right?
Hashtag.
Yeah, let me check if it is, but. Oh yeah, it's still in the shot.
I try to play guessing games.
The thing Rihanna has really good handwriting scale so everybody can see it. There it is.
Servicearts. Okay.
Servicearts.
So I am understanding what this is.
Well, think of other arts, then you get
All arts. It's also people, that do services within the arts, which is like your
No, do arts within, it's
Do
a,
art
it's a
within
combination.
services.
So this is what we're going for.
It's a hybrid.
Our new petition is attacking, well, we have several of them, but little educational seminar right now.
Mm-hmm.
When you are serious about getting signatures on a petition or reaching out to a politician, you must attack one issue at a time. Our issue is the fact that we are classified under,
Car washers.
no, what are we classified as?
Miscellaneous.
We are classified under miscellaneous.
Very suspenseful, miscellaneous.
Which
Now,
includes car washers.
You will read in our petition that will be posted this afternoon. And we'll have links and everything for that, right?
Of course.
Everywhere. We'll
You
have it on
won't-
our
you won't-
website, we'll have it on
You
Facebook,
won't
we'll
be
have it on
able to miss
Instagram.
it.
Yeah.
We are going to ask you for help in sharing that as well. It asks you within it to share that. And this is the way we feel. There are performing arts. There are fine arts. And we need to be service arts.
Culinary arts.
There are culinary arts. We discussed that last night with our chef friend.
Visual arts.
Yes. So we are a service arts community. We are a service arts profession. And we need to be taken seriously. Now, I will tell you that the people who have been hired have student loans that they feel they won't pay off. Understand, we're not talking about people who were maybe born into families that could help them pay their college tuition. They were not set up in life to be able to go and put themselves in a position to get, as my clients sometimes share, the free rides that their children have been able to receive. Now that takes a lot of work, and I'm not putting that down. But what I am saying, what I have been managing since 1992 is a profession that is not taken seriously. And I think you can tell that I'm on borderline pissed off right now. But it gets me angry. It gets me angry that my friends who cut hair and color hair and style hair, if I would have said to any other parents than my own, I'm getting married, he's a hairdresser. A lot of that is seen as, why?
Yeah.
It's an immediate put down. We still live in a day and age where lawyers and doctors and nurses and, when I was little, I was born in the 60s, guys, and when I was little, everybody wanted to be a teacher or a doctor, and now there are so many other professions, and then they were then, but with technology, even though we fail sometimes, we fail at technology, a lot of other occupations have come out. So what I want to say, no matter what you do, people need to understand the work that you put in. Cosmetologists, it is called appearance enhancement industry. It's an appearance enhancement license. It is governed by each state, kind of like a driver's license. The difference is if you get a driver's license in California, you can drive in New York.
Yep.
Right? If you get a cosmetology license in California, you need to check and see what you need to be licensed and seen as the same in New York. Sometimes that means more education, sometimes that means a practical test, sometimes that means a written exam, sometimes. But a lot of
There's no
work
clear answer.
and money goes into what these guys and gals do. So I want you to understand that a petition to be classified, taken out of the pool of miscellaneous, where you will find valet, cleaners, repair, car wash attendants, okay? It's not the same to start. It's not the same goal to achieve for each person that's in miscellaneous, for each group that's in miscellaneous. So I want you to hear me. This is an artistic, creative platform that draws creative individuals. We want to bring the beauty out so that when someone looks in to a mirror and sees themselves, I know what performing arts did to me. It gave me confidence as a child, as a teen. Sometimes all you need is someone to blow dry your hair, someone to take care of you when you've been taking care of everyone else. So some of you might be saying, oh my God, all the hype about, getting your hair done. Listen,
It's not just
it's an
hair.
industry that you need schooling, license, student loans that some people don't pay off. They have to quit doing this, what they are drawn to, no pun intended, to go and get another job that pays the bills and their student loan, and they never cut hair again. So I would like to show in numbers, by signatures, that you get it, that you get them. I am not a technician, but I have passion and respect for the people who I've met along this journey. So I'm hoping that we get you behind us. And let me just tell you quickly, if we can get heard, if we can get service arts for our appearance enhancement individuals, if we are seen that way with the government, then that will have a trickle effect on all else that we can do and achieve together. But the first step and the first thing we need to attack is to be classified as a service art. So thank you.
Yes.
We're going to be summing it up. Michael, Joseph,
Well,
closing remarks.
I just want to say that service arts, I think, is a great hybrid word of what we do, because we are working with people. It is a service, and at the same time, it is an art form.
Of course.
And for 19 years, we're doing this here in Medoma, and we're calling it, and we're talking about art, and we're working with all types of artists. And after a while, we have to call it by its name. And I think it starts with a description. It starts with a name. And if we can put a different spin on it, just by changing the name and really calling it what it is, I think that that alone will make people look at it different, I hope. And it starts with that, and I think it trickles down from there too. Service arts, culinary arts, visual arts, fine arts, performing arts, all in this group. I think next time somebody says, I want to go into service arts, instead of saying, I want to be a hairdresser, not to say that there was anything wrong with that to begin with,
But with the term, people
but
have a preconceived notion about that.
let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Because there's so many that, I think hairdressing, you kind of like an artist. Yes, we are. So let's call it that, let's give it a name, and who knows, union will be next.
Yes, we're looking at steps, but you weren't supposed to give any of that away.
Well, little steps, and maybe nobody's listening at this point anymore, but it starts with one step and then see where it goes. But I applaud you for that, because I think this is a great start, and would be a great new category for us. I want to be in that category.
Well, I do too. Just hearing you say that, gives me a lot of respect. A lot of people don't ever think that, even when they don't do hair. you know, and though you work here, you see it.
I think
And
it
you
would be-
truly respect it, and that's what needs to happen.
But
with
I think,
everyone.
but I think it would also be great from within the industry if all of a sudden you call yourself that.
Yep.
I think you're going to behave and maybe act a little different as well.
Yep.
That's my hope.
I think so. I know, just me thinking of, you know, hairdressing before I got into the industry, you know, oh, it's just someone's teaching me how to do hair and I'm just like doing hair, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, when you actually get involved in it, and with me growing up around it, seeing with my aunt do it close to the time when I wanted to do it, I'm like, wow, there's actually an art form to this. And
Yeah, this
and I saw the passion in it, and then I strive to do it harder, and always trying to learn new techniques and researching here, researching there. I'm not getting paid for that,
Right.
but it's because I want to perfect my craft,
Right.
like an artist would,
Yes.
like a dancer would,
Yes.
like an actress would.
Yes.
You know, it's people don't understand what goes into this industry, and it does need to be heard.
Yes.
And I'm really grateful that
This
it came
this
up.
might change everything, and I think it's important for this now because of all the changes that are happening on a rapid speed.
Yes.
And so we have to counter with something that we feel makes complete sense.
Yes.
Yes. So let's force some more positive change.
So
It takes a lot of little guys. So hop on board.
So the
Takes a
petition,
village.
so the petition will be published later.
Yes.
So look
Stay
out for
tuned.
that. I want you guys to have a great day.
Yes.
Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open.
Yeah, we might actually do a little live announcement or another some sort of a taping. You know, while you know within the week. We don't have to wait a whole week, right?
Yeah. Give you little snippets.
Yeah.
These
All
are
right.
Michael's fun things. We'll do.
Okay, it's
Okay.
11:35. You're gonna shut us down for the
I
day.
will. Me, myself, you, everybody.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll see you
All
next
right,
week.
everyone. Take action. Keep it up.
That's right. Passion. Have a great week.